What's going on, fellas? Well, I'm gonna do something a little different today. Both my brother and I have done not necessarily tournaments, but scouting. I'm on all the scotches, and today I decided to. I haven't drank anything since my last review, which I think it was the Kilhoman. No, I think it was actually a comparison between Johnny Walker Gold and Chivas Regal. So now today I decided to do Scotch Whiskies, $150 and up. I have a few that have passed that mark, and I wanted to bring it up. So there's a few I'm just going to introduce because of the threshold that I just created, but not necessarily going to be participants. For instance, this is for most of you a very overrated blended Scotch. I personally like it during the holidays only. For some reason, I crave it end of November, during the month of December. But nonetheless, I really think it's good. I disagree with the price, but I still purchase it. For some reason, I like to have it as part of my collection and always available in my bar. So this is Johnny Blue. Johnny Blue. I think my wife was the one that brought me this one. This has been the last I've purchased. It was a little over 155 bucks. So that's the only reason why I'm introducing it, because it's above that threshold. Now, this is something that's really good. We have disqualified this Glenmorangie in several other scouting that we have done, because we have had other ones that perhaps that they have a lot of sherry influence and they predominate a lot more. But I'm going to be trying this. This is one of them, so I'm going to keep it right here. This is very dear to me. I believe this was my second or third bottle of Scotch that I ever purchased. Glenfiddich 30. And I liked it so much, and I got such a great deal that I ended up with 2 bottles. This I have yet to open. And these, well, I got this probably well over 2 years ago. I got a great deal on these. I believe I got them for like $260, $280 each. They're about well into the 400s right now. So I'm going to be doing this as well. I'm going to put it right here. This Macallan State Reserve. This one I purchased last time I was in a cruise with my wife. I think it was duty free. No taxes included, of course, and I think it was a little over 169, I believe, yeah, like 170, something like that. So it definitely part of the threshold. So I'm gonna put it right here. This, my brother and I go back and forth with this. We can't go anywhere without this. This we have to own this, and this is how much we like this. I haven't opened this. And this is just simply to tell you how much I really like this. In fact, I have another one that I haven't opened, and this, as you can see, it's almost gone. When I started purchasing Max 18, they were roughly about 149, 150 bucks. Now they're like to 179 to 200 bucks. Go figure. I don't know why. But this is definitely a contender. I'm going to keep it right here. This holds a really special place in my heart. This, I think, has been the second most expensive bottle I had purchased. I bought this like 2 years ago. Macallan 21 Fine Oak. It's a superb Scotch. I've only purchased one, and I don't know if they have 21 Sherry Oak. I think 21 only comes in Fine Oak, although they have 18 and 25 and 30 Sherry Oak. So I've looked around to see if perhaps there's a Sherry Oak on the 21-year expression, but I haven't come across one yet. So if you guys do happen to know where I could find one, please send me the link. And I would really like to see the difference in color between the 18, the 18, look how much darker it is as opposed to the fine oak. The 18 and the 21 on the sherry oak style. So we're going to be tasting this one as well. And of course, you know, Glenlivet is a good dram. It's a great introduction, or it's a good introducing, if you will, single malt. The 12, the 15. It's I like it. It's I don't know. It's good. I really like it. The 15 Glenlivet. Then a Doer I've had. That's our cast strength. I have an 18 at the bar. I've had a 21, which is the archive. I have a couple of those. Never liked too much the finish on that. However, the 25, the XXV, it's very heavy in the sherry. It's a little bit of peat there that I detect. I really haven't done my research very well whether there's peat in there or not, but I could detect it. I can detect the peat on the other ones, but this one has a little bit of peat. And this one, oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I never told you, I paid $300 tax-free on the Mac 21. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I got carried away. And this one, I got it for about $260 about 3 years ago. And this is how much I got left. I really don't touch these. I keep them right on top of the bar and a pedestal where my kids could not hit it with a ball and knock it down. So this is definitely one of the ones that I'm going to be trying. So the reason why I wanted to do this is because I have about 200 bottles, and both my brother and I have reviewed, I will say all of them. I think I have 2 more that arrived from Scotland that I haven't introduced to you guys yet. And I just placed an order today for 1 more that should be getting here by Friday. So by the weekend, I should have a couple extra reviews for you guys. But the reason why I wanted to do this is because we have disqualified some of these in the past. And instead of just conducting a draft, if you will, or a lottery pick, I wanted to concentrate in the amount of dollars these bottles really cost. In some occasions, just because they're more expensive and older than the other ones doesn't necessarily mean they're better. And I've learned that with a Glenfiddich 30, and I've learned that with Johnny Walker Blue, and I've also learned that with this, where is it? With this Macallan State Reserve, which is part of the 1824 collection. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and crack this open. So let's put aside the ones that are closed already there. So why don't we just go ahead and start with Glenmorangie. I really like this. You know why? Because I really find the chocolate to be really predominant here. That's spice. There's spice. There's you know, there's orange peel. Oh man, it's unbelievable. This is an unbelievable dram. And I think I served myself too much. I haven't had a dram in about a week, so my palate is it's detecting. It will be detecting anything that all of these have to offer. This is perfect. This is really, really good. Now, I have yet to encounter a single malt that's so orangey, so sweet, so honey, so chocolatey than this one. It's sweet, it's phenomenal, it's great. Now, is it worth the $200? I'm not a judge of that. Now, you ask me, Johnny Walker Blue, is it worth $150, $170, wherever they're selling it for? No. To be honest with you, I think that will be my last bottle that I will ever buy. Unless they bring it down to $130, $150, which is what I pay the most. I'll never buy another bottle again. The orange really predominate here. The chocolate comes through. It's really not long lasting, but it's really enjoyable. I'm sure that you guys could, agree with me. And this is 46%. 46%. So this is great. The packaging is amazing. Now, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to tell you whether it's worth the money or not, in my opinion. $200 for this, I really don't think it's worth the money. Perhaps if it has a different bottling, a different packaging, something a little bit cheaper than that, maybe you could buy for about 120, 130 at the most. But I wouldn't pay $200 for this again. Is the product good? Yes, it's definitely good. Is it worth the money? In my opinion, I think it's too much. As a whole, package and spirit. So I wouldn't purchase another one for $200. Now, like I said, they bring it down to the 120s, 130. Yeah, I will definitely do that. So I'm doing the light ones first because I know that the minute I start touching the Macallans and the XXV, it's going to be a problem because of the I'm sorry, because of the sherry influence. That Signet is really good. That Signet is really, really good. Wow. The most amount of chocolate I've ever had in a Scotch. Glenmorangie Signet. Anyhow, so let's go here. This is really pale. This is really pale, and I'm not sure if there's any sherry in here. There's like a very minimal trace of peat. Really, really floral. Really, really nice. Really, really good dram. 30-year-old Glenfiddich. The package, it's amazing. You guys gotta see the box. I think my first video was with this, video number 1, and the packet is gorgeous. So they probably charge you a good $60 to $70 probably for that wooden box. This is thick, plenty of viscosity, and fruity, floral, typical, Glenfiddich. It's a little bit of peat here, and even though it's floral and citrusy, just like the Signet, is more leaning toward the orange side. The Glenfiddich is leaning more toward maybe a lemon lime, not as sweet as the Signet. For the amount of money, I wouldn't purchase another one. Now, I did get a good deal on another one, and I think I'm preserving this for a very long time. Maybe for another occasion. This is Cask Selection 28. This one was 29, Cask Selection number 29. So maybe the taste is a little different, but I do detect a little bit of peat here. And like I said, the body is not really long lasting. It's really floral. It's really good. So will I pay that amount of money? No. Its younger brother, the 21-year-old, I just found him. My brother sent me a picture for $179. When I first got a 21-year-old, I've had a few of those. When I first got it, it was like $109. Then I paid for the second one $125. I've only had 2, but for $179, that's a little crazy. That's out of control. So I wouldn't purchase another one, needless to say. So I think right now I am going to go with the Macallan State Reserve. This is the one that I brought from the cruise with my wife. Oh my God, immediately I just pick up a lot of vanilla, a lot of honey in this. And I'm not going to be serving a lot because I want to be able to enjoy the rest. But just for information purpose, this is what it looks like. So it's a little bit darker than maybe even the 15, 17-year-old Fine Oak. and it's really oaky. There's oak here. There's honey here. Vanilla really, it's the main ingredient. It really predominates here. The viscosity is just at the level that I really like and appreciate. It's 43% alcohol by volume. Really floral, really fruity. There's like red apples, ripe apples, like apple pie maybe. But the vanilla keeps on coming through. It's mainly the main ingredient here. It's what really predominates here.
Where's Poppy? Shh. Come this way.
Definitely Macallan platform. This is a great Scotch. If you could get it for like $170, like what I paid overseas over in the cruise, tax free, duty free, that Macallan, would I buy again? Probably not, because if I have to choose between these two for the same price, I'd probably go with the 18. Now this is really complex. The 18 has more of a dry fruit punch. It's driven a lot more sherry driven than this. This is perhaps a combination of several casks. I don't think this is just simply sherry mature, because you can really pick up on the vanilla. So would I pay the $170 for this? If I didn't have a Macallan 18 sherry oak next to it, probably so, because I really like this product. Now, if there was a Mac 18, I would probably pick up the Mac 18. So let's see. Let's go with this, because once we hit this, it's really heavy. I'm running out of glasses here. Oh wow. This is vanilla to the fullest. This is vanilla. This is vanilla driven. This is, even though the sherry influence in here, sherry cask as part of this mix, vanilla's king here. Vanilla is definitely the one that drives the smell and the taste from this bottle of Fine Oak Macallan 21. A little bit of oakiness. It is fruity, typical Macallan platform. $300 I paid for this. I've had it for a little over 2 years. Is it worth it? I don't know. I will have to probably try the 21-year-old sherry oak and be able to determine whether this is worth it or not. Now, if I have to choose between this and Mac 18, and I'm comparing the Mac 18 because it's one of my favorite. And it's got, you know, all the condiments and everything that I'm looking for in a Scotch. You know, viscosity, alcohol level, thickness, nose, palate, all those characteristics out of a Scotch that I look for. Mac 18 has it. Among other ones, of course, but we're just simply concentrating on this. This is amazing. This is really amazing if you like vanilla. Wow, it's spicy. Dry fruit. Raisins. Walnuts, more like cashews. Right away, pick it up. This is really an amazing product. This is really good. If you really want to spend the money, I really recommend this. Some people go crazy spending $400, $500 in cognac and brandy, XO, XXO, I think they're called Hennessy's and all of that. But you know what? If you like that, and you want to save $200-300, you could probably get some of this, and the enjoyment is probably a lot better than than those brandies and cognacs. Well, I think I got 2 left, and I'm gonna go with a Glenlivet now, because I know that Mac 18 is really heavy on the sherry. So This, something, and I'll be frank with you, guys. This is a bottle that my wife bought for me. She was the one that gave me the cash for this bottle, and I have it in a particular corner up in the bar, and I'm holding it there. And this is how far I've gone on this, and I really think that I could probably keep these for the next couple of years. It's really hard to find. It's well under $400 right about now. Oh man, this is amazing. The nose, I can't really describe this, and I don't want to go into a lot of details. But this is just sherry. This is maturing sherry for the last two years, if I'm not mistaken. First fill sherry, and this is the first thing that you pick up. And for something that's being aged for probably about 20 plus years in American bourbon and then dumped into sherry for the last couple of years, the vanilla, it's like it's fading away. It's back there. You really got to go out there and look for it. But the sherry, it's really the ingredient that you pick up. Really, really fruity. It smells like pears. Really an amazing scotch. Look at this. Like I said, $2.60 I paid. I found a great deal at a liquor store. The guy had it for a couple of years there. He couldn't sell it. I said, listen, if I pay cash, will you save me the taxes? He goes, you know what? Let me just get rid of it. It's been here, and I don't think anyone's going to pick it up. So that's how I was able to get a great deal on this 11XX5. It's so unique. It's so robust. It's good. It's punchy. It's sherry. It's viscous. It's everything you want. It's citrusy. It's floral. It's got body to it. I mean, it's long lasting. I'm running out of adjectives here. This is a great dram. I recommend if you guys get it for less than $300, by all means, go ahead. Now, this is the last of it. This is why I have backup, and I should brought the other one. I have another one over there that's brand new also. So, this is something that I crave. Some friends and families are starting to call me an alcoholic, but you know what? I really don't drink to get hammered. I don't drink to get wasted. I just like to have, God, my calendar 19. I just crave it. It's just having that profound taste of walnuts and cashews and sherry and chocolate. This is great. And I know my brother did a review, and he was comparing a Parliament from the Glendronach, the 21-year-old, which is double maturation, Oloroso sherry, and Pedro Jimenez, which that's a sherry head. That's out of control. It's too much sherry there. I love it. I'm not disqualifying. I'm just letting you know that if you're really a sherry head, I mean, you should go with that. But this is just phenomenal. These people don't cut any corners. This is, I could dive in here. I could take a little flask everywhere I go and just rinse my mouth with this after dinner, before dinner, you name it, at the airport, before you drive, by the time you get to school, pick up the kids, after the kids, while you're cooking, Now, is the price worth $178, $179, considering how much I really like it? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I will pay that much. Luckily, the last one that I purchased, it was for about $150. Now, $189, $200, they're asking for it. I really don't think I pay that much. I would really have to be really low on my stock here at home for me to go and get another one of this. Let me see what else I'll pick up, because my palate by now is a little saturated now. Oh yeah, hands down, fellas. Hands down. I wish I could pick two. Actually, I wish I could pick three. And I'm going to recap rather quickly because I'm on the 20+ minute threshold now. The Glenmorangie, phenomenal. It does compete. It does belong in this category. I will definitely disqualify the Glenfiddich 30. It's too light body wise. Maybe if it was a little more heavy on the sherry, perhaps. But the 21 Fine Oak is a superb dram. It really coats your tongue. It's really an amazing dram. The Glenlivet XX5 is one of my top 3, along with the Macallan 18. And I will say this is how this will end up, like that. 18, 21, and this. I'm on this. I will probably have to disqualify this, and it'll be along this too. So at this point, I really don't have any more time to select another. I will probably have to serve myself another dram and see exactly what else I can pick up. But these are my 2 finalists, and for the price, $180, current market price, $180 plus taxes, $380. So there's a difference of $200 here. If we're driven by by the market, and I really want to have a good dram, I think that this will be the winner, without a doubt. So I think I have nothing else to say, fellas. Until next time, or maybe until I find a little extra time, and I could show you guys what else I've gotten from Scotland. In the meantime, just send me an email, drop me a line. I'll be more than glad to chat with you guys. All right, take care.